So, I'm, welcome back to another episode of Forever True TV. I'm your host, Angelique, and I just wanted to go over some key points that was made from 54 Keys. She really pointed out some good things in her video. I'm not going to try to, screen record her video and start showing you guys. If you guys want to see it, her name is 54 Keys. And she really brought up some good points. And so I wanted to bring up some points like Zach did with the Kanika case. Okay, so one thing was for sure that when she was reading the information, the newsletter, the newspaper, and she was stating what the gentleman Freeman had said, which he was, apparently he either he works in the bar or he owns the bar. Whichever one it is, the fact still remains is that he was there. He said he heard some confrontation going on, and then he heard gunshots. Well, you have to realize that also in the article, Zach was shot twice already, and that probably is the reason why the car was the one that was the regular car, the one that was sitting on the if you're looking directly at the photo, the one that was on the left-hand side, I can't remember the name of the car right at this particular point, but just so you know, that could be the reason why the car was damaged. They possibly forced him off the road for him to crash after they shot him. Or they definitely, because both cars was damaged. There was two cars damaged. And then they got out of the cars, and then when they jumped into the third car that was there. So I'm trying to kind of like think of something, trying to think like, okay, that gives the reason why the car was damaged. They could have forced Zach off the road after they had just shot him already. He was forced off the road, and then he hit that pole. With that being said, they jumped out the car and they shot him some more, and that is the reason why his mama said 7 times. So it could have been that he was shot 7 times. We don't have an autopsy report back. I'm just basing it on what I've seen on the videos and what I've seen as far as the mother saying 7 times, and as far as 54 Keys mentioning that the gentleman said that he heard gunshots and that he went ahead and locked the door for the safety and they got on the ground. Okay, well, that's okay with that. I truly believe that he was shot. Somebody was either in that car with him and they shot him, or they shot him while he was driving and forced him off the road, and then they jumped out the car and they shot him 5 more times. So that is what I'm thinking. The mom has said something about getting the person who she believes killed him and set him up off the streets and helping him put food in his mouth and stuff like that. Well, you got to, go back to the video and watch the video of Zach's TV who he recorded that night. That's 1. 2, you need to go and look at the footage. If there is a video footage from the building that they were in that possibly shows the cars that these so-called people were in that possibly followed Zach. Because you got to look at it as they knew Zach was there. If Zach didn't do a live and say where he was, or if Zach did not put on Facebook or Instagram where he was, that means that, yes, he was set up. Somebody was already there, and they set him up, and they followed him to wherever they was going. Whether they were trying to rob him or not, the fact still remains that it looks like, and it seems like, with the scenario and how it looks like he was set up. And when I mean by set up, I mean they could have set him up from the club, knowing that he was going to that club. That's all I wanted to say. I'm your host, Angelique, for Forever True TV. You guys have a wonderful night.